the last article, according to Gamerant, GameStop is planning to sell PC hardware such as GPUs and motherboards, etc., kind of like a Best Buy, I guess, or a CompUSA back in the day. Do you guys think this is a good approach to the dying franchise, or is there anything else they can do to help them financially?
I go first.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I wanted to ask you a question. I honestly wanted to ask this question. Didn't GameStop already start selling like I know they weren't selling like CPUs and GPUs and things like that, but I figured that they were selling like games and stuff.
I think, well, obviously games, but
But
there's
I hope
but I
they
mean, no, no,
told
no,
you.
no, no, no.
Oh.
But I meant also like motherboards and stuff like that. Because as of
no.
recent, no,
I
right?
think I think if anything, you're probably thinking of Blockbuster before they died because they started
I
selling
would, you know,
electronics towards the end.
I was just gonna say that this sounds exactly like what
Yeah,
Blockbuster tried to do towards the end, but
Blockbuster started selling big screen TVs, computer parts, of course, gaming as well. They started to sell a bunch of things. They turned it into a hardware store essentially, and they still died. They're still gone. I think there's just one left in the entire United States.
granted, there's a documentary on that, and it
Yeah,
did not die for the reasons you guys thought. It did not die because of
not
Netflix,
Netflix.
and didn't die because by poor choices. It actually was winning, and it actually would have dominated, but because it was bought by
I'm gonna
Viacom,
check out that
whatever it was,
documentary.
yeah, it's on Netflix, and
Yeah,
because it was bought by Viacom, I think it was Viacom, whatever parent company it was owned by, was siphoning money out of it to make up their debt. So all the money they were making was just going towards their debt, and that's all it was doing. So it wasn't actually producing any real income. So when the crash happened in 2007, 2008, the bubble burst, that's when they got affected real bad and they went under. They were actually doing better than Netflix at the time. So much so that Netflix actually offered to sell to Blockbuster, and
yeah,
Blockbuster
yeah,
said
yeah,
no, we don't need it because we're doing better. We have 9,000 stores, and you guys got like 200.
yeah.
Anyway, that was my little rant
So
on Blockbuster.
yeah,
Keep going.
so you were saying, Kevin, what were your thoughts on that? Like them selling parts. Like, is that gonna help them at all? Do you think, or they should do
It
something
it,
else?
it all depends on how. I don't know. It's because I haven't bought from anything from GameStop in like I could say now in like almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
even
Amazon.
before the Amazon. I
I
go to
call Cap.
You call
Didn't
Cap?
you get didn't you get the all-in-one bundle from Kingdom Hearts? I'll take my shot now.
Yeah, go ahead. Actually, I bought it from Amazon, but thank you for trying.
Oh, well, I mean,
Oh, and you still gotta
Take
take
that
that
I'll take
shot.
I'll
See?
take my shot.
Take that shot.
um
By the
but
way, I'm sponsoring myself with Screwball. Have you guys had Screwball?
Oh, the peanut butter whiskey.
The peanut butter
Hell
whiskey.
yeah.
wait,
That sounds
Randy,
good. You have that?
what is this
But
screwball you
it's
speak
still
of?
whiskey.
Road
I'm
sponsor.
glad you asked. No, I'm kidding.
I had to
Anyways,
pour my shot.
no, sorry,
Oh.
go on. Anyways, you haven't bought stuff 2 years and change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't bought a lot of stuff from, and if I want to hunt something down, I either go to J&L or like Game Express. I don't go to GameStop. Like if I'm looking for like a P3 game that I haven't seen in a long time, like Bleach Soul Resurrection or like the Gundam Mosu games for the Xbox 360, I would go to J&L because they always have it.
DW Gundam, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's how I started falling in love with Gundam. And
Wow,
like,
you're late.
no, shut up. I'm talking about like I was already in love with Gundam, Double O, but I'm talking about like the entire series.
I know you're late.
Shut up. Nobody. Let me live.
No.
So, Randy, what are your thoughts on that GameStop stuff?
Um,
I'm sure it's something again you don't care about.
I genuinely don't.
I know.
Because it does seem like a last ditch effort because considering the time that we're in now, they're doing everything like online. Fucking oh shit.
Oh,
Exactly.
nice.
Bless you.
They're not doing it like, oh, I'm gonna wait online at GameStop for the PlayStation 5 drop or whatever the case.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the fucking computer now. PC
Yep.
gaming has kind of gone up, at least the way I feel. That's what I think. I could be wrong, but it's smart, but I don't think it's gonna save them, honestly.
It should have started 2 years ago. Sooner.
What do you think
Yeah.
would, if anything?
Where was it? Master Jun Gaming said better deals, and I think that would genuinely make it a lot better.
And stop on
That's
toys.
very broad though. Like better
No, that
deals.
is very
How?
broad. But Master Gen Gaming, I'm going to call on you for this one. What do you mean by better deals? No,
Yeah.
but I mean, like the rewards program isn't exactly that rewarding per se. I don't know. It feels like it's worse than a fucking mom and pop shop. You know what I mean?
It, sorry to interrupt, but do you know I bought all the fucking reward cards for them? And you want to know how much I saved? Less than I would have spent. It was almost the amount I spent. That's how much I would have saved without the deal. Like I'm
Mm.
like, it's like it's not incentivized. Like the deals that they have. Like I would say some of them are good. Like 20% off of a used item. Like stuff things like that. But I'm like, you can get that anywhere. You could just find the product you're looking for at a lower price, or like anywhere else. You know what I mean? They have good things. I don't know why they even started the toy thing. That was a bit much, but I don't know. Back to Randy with sports.
Well,
Just all in all, I don't think it's like a smart thing. I mean,
mhm.
cool. It,
Well,
it makes it a bit
I
more
think that
accessible.
I think they're trying, and we all know they're trying to do stuff, and they're trying to come up. First, it was toys. Obviously, put more accessories, things that are marked up. It's all about margins for them. Obviously, the games they lower the margins on their games, or possibly they're not that they lower their margin is they don't have the buy power. Back in when there was actual disc and actual, you know, games you can actually buy, they had the buying power. They had, okay, we're the only supplier, we're the only person who's going to buy from your vendor, so we are going to pay you X amount of dollars, and you have to do it because nobody else is going to do it. Now Amazon came in. Okay, well, Amazon has taken over that. They're now offering more money because they can afford it to the vendors, to the purchasers, to buy the product, the games. Then that all went away with digital. So now nobody's really buying actual games anymore, not as much. Therefore, they're not producing them. And if they're not producing them, the margins on it aren't going to be what it is. So if they pay, say, $50 or whatever it is for a game, it's never going to be that high. But you know what I mean? If they pay a certain amount of money, their margin's never going to be there. They're not going to make the money. So they had to find a way to make money. And the only way they can do that is with accessories. Right? Everybody
Mhm.
always says accessories what get you. I work in building supplies, so we know this. You know, you buy drywall, they're cheap, but the fucking mud that you put on the drywall is extremely priced up and margin. It doesn't cost, and that's where we make our money. Same thing for accessories. They bought in a Pikachu doll because Pikachu doll cost them a fucking dollar, probably at some fucking swag shop in China, and they marked it up for $20. Great margins. And that's the only way they can make money. They sell a few Pikachu dolls to make way more profit, way more money than you would if you sold any games. And they started probably to make some money off of that, which is what kept them open. So they said, what else can we do? Oh, well, let's buy cheap electronics. And that's what they're doing now because they don't have the
So,
top of the line electronics when you go in there.
so I'm sorry if I missed your answer from before, but so are you saying that what they're doing right? Like I heard you say that they're trying, but is what they're doing right now might work in the long run?
No, because nobody's ever going to really, at the end of the day, they're never going to be able to buy as much product and make and sell. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they're going to be buying way more product than they can actually sell. So yeah, it is higher margins if you were to sell it all, but you're going to be stuck with so much product on yourselves that after 6 months, 7 months, whatever it is, you actually start to lose those profits, and that's when they keep trying new things. That's why they started with the toys. Shit, we're making some money, we're making better margins off of this, but now we can't sell what we have in the stores because the stores start to stack up and there's the stock rooms or whatever are filled, which is probably what's happening. Okay, so what can we do? Let's do electronics. Okay, they're doing electronics. I mean, they're gonna keep trying to do different things until they find whatever is the niche that they can luckily find. And I think in 2 years you might not have GameStops, especially with Amazon booming because of the pandemic. I
Probably
mean,
not.
they're
I mean, Master Jung, he's saying stuff like he's still talking about like better deals, better prices, and stuff like that. I guess for old games, he says retro, but I'm not sure if he means by old games or trade-ins or something like that. But I think like there's only so much deals and so much change that they can do in their prices because at some point, like you said, those margins are going to affect them and they're going to start losing money and they're not going to make any
and
money.
Yeah.
And you Blockbuster. Okay, one of the things you learn from that Blockbuster documentary is very simple concept. Was when the movies first came out, when VHS was invented, or what is home video things, movies cost almost $100 to buy a VHS, to buy an image or whatever it is. Star Wars, I think it was that they made an example of, cost you $100 if you wanted to buy that tape. So what Blockbuster did is said, hey, we'll go in, we'll buy it now, and we'll sell it. And obviously, we sell it, we rent it out a few times, we make the money back. After a while, they were able to buy them in bulk throughout the U.S. and go, okay, we want to buy your VHSs for $20 now, whatever it was. It was super like that percentage extremely dropped, and that's how purchasing works with video games. Same exact way. GameStop was the main person that was buying it, so they were buying all these things in bulk at an extremely low price. Now it's not something that gets sold as much because it's digital, so the price of it's gone up. You know, so
Yeah.
they can't afford really to keep that many copies of a game in stock. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because their prices are going up.
Yep.
So they have to try different ways, and sadly, there are no purchasers really for vintage games. Nobody's selling them. You know,
Randy, stop hunting and put your 2 cents in.
Honestly though, it's hello. Wait, no. I'm paying attention. I'm like super intrigued by like what Danny is saying
Okay.
because I have never had this much insight on anything.
Okay.
So like
Go
just
on.
listening to dude when he was talking about drywall and mud, I was like, how would that comparison be bought on with video games? And he fucking did it.
I'm pretty good, right?
No, so by all
I'm
means,
a
like keep talking
salesperson.
business.
That's
Like
what I do for a living. I actually
Yeah.
go around selling shit, so I'm pretty good at my job. That's all I'm gonna
I could tell.
Okay, salute to you, buddy. I'm taking one for you, buddy.
You just looked for any excuse right there.
Nah, I was drinking
say. Yeah.
my Kahlua.
You were saying, Randy?
You were saying, Randy?
I was saying by all means continue, please.
No, I'm done. I mean, that's you asked the question. The main question was, will we think this worked? I think ultimately no. I think it's a last ditch effort to try to make some profits and ride out this wave. But digital's gonna kill them. I think in the long run.
Yeah.
No,
It's
definitely.
Amazon is gonna kill them.
Because even then, when it comes to buying shit in bulk, even if like the stores do buy computer parts for like a cheaper price than what they sell them for, that $800 graphics card or whatever the case, at minimum, it's still not going to be just a couple like $100.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So they're
Yeah.
not going to make up for what they're going to be spending on it because even then people could just order that shit online, have it directly sent to their home. Not everyone wants to fucking go out, and if some places end up closing down, then fuck it, they're kind of assed out.
And how many have you done this? My wife does it all the time. It makes me laugh. We'll go into a toy store, we'll go into some place, and we'll go, oh, we want this. Oh, fuck, let's look on Amazon real quick, see how much it is. Or look online, see how much it is. Oh, look, I can buy it
Yep.
for $5 less. I'll
Yeah.
order it later. I don't need it
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
But that's why toy stores are dying.
Random
And it's,
Jaspery online. He says just Google. Like literally, people just Google
Yeah.
everything too. Just
yeah,
it's a
you just type it in Google and see how much it is. Oh, look, first thing passes up Amazon comes up
yeah. First
$5.
thing is usually
Well, I'm gonna
Amazon
buy
too,
it
or
next.
eBay.
So the same thing is going to happen to you go into a China store unless you need something right there and right now, which can happen. You can't wait fucking next day shipping,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Amazon Prime, most of the shit's already there. Like the second tab when you look something up, it's normally
Game
shopping if
system.
it's not images.
Mm.
no,
So you have every single place that will sell it at varying prices.
and does it suck? Yes, because the whole malls are dying. Everything's dying now because of it. And where do you find GameStops most of the time now? In malls. Will it die? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Random Jasper just said something very interesting. Fun fact:
I
Google
can't.
made a
I
game
can't.
console. No, fun fact: Google made a game system. I didn't know this.
Wait, they made a game
That's
system?
funny.
They made a game system. They just said it.
But
They
isn't
just
Amazon making a game system?
They were.
isn't
They
KFC,
scrapped it.
isn't KFC
I
making
thought
a
that.
game system?
Yeah, KFC's got the KFC Xbox, right? Randy, didn't you get that
Oh,
system?
Yeah, I pre-ordered it. Fucking Google did the Stadia one. That was the
Yeah, Stadia.
Yeah,
Ah,
that.
yeah.
Oh, that's the one. Isn't that? I heard
And
that.
I mean, it's still around, but it's not
It's still around.
doing anything special really
you said
because it
what?
streams everything.
It'll wait for me.
Because with Stadia, it's like you stream it, you play it.
Yes,
Based
I
on
was
where your
under a
internet
rock.
is, you could still play the fucking game, but it would be at like either 140p or like a solid 1080 or like, anywhere in between. So you're either playing on like a Nokia or you're playing on an actual computer.
Mm.
Yeah.